Hey CF, hope you're having a great week. You know, last Sunday was one that will be memorable, and I'll fill you in a little bit more on that in just a moment. But listen, we had a great time kicking off the book of Ruth. As I've said before, the collaborators did a great job. What wonderful insight into the whole story and into the characters of the story. This Sunday we're going to go into chapter 2. We're going to look a little bit more deeper into Ruth herself, whereas last week we looked into Naomi. And the following week, we're going to look into a little bit more into Boaz. So read chapter 2 before this Sunday and be ready for that. We had a great community meal. We had about 85% of you stuck around for the meal. It was a great time. And all of that was following this really, what I would call a really sweet time with you as a church that Suzette and I were able to have to share our heart and kind of our plans as we have been working with the elders for a very planned transition over the next year or so. To someone who will lead the church in my stead. But our intent, as I've said all along, is to stay right here and stay a part of this church if that's what's appropriate at the time. And we hope that all that works out. And I don't want to get too far into details because what I want to do is point you to, right below here, there's a couple of links. There's a link for the video from last Sunday, and it's basically from the time I started until Todd kind of ended that section. It's about 22 minutes long or so. And I want you to hear it, and if you weren't there on Sunday, and if you weren't sure about what was said, please go back and re-listen to it again, or the transcript, of my transcript at least, is down below as well. The other thing the elders have done, and I just love the organization this eldership has put behind this, they've published an FAQs, frequently asked questions list, for you down there. That's going to answer a lot of the questions. We know we've missed a lot of questions, and we're anticipating you asking those questions. And so we want you to, we want to not leave you in the dark. We want this to be something that's transparent, that's open, that's honest, but yet it's part of what life's journey brings us. So we're excited about seeing what God's going to do. We talked about that. We talked about how God providentially works through the life of Ruth and how He's going to providentially work through the life of this church. And so go in that the rest of this week, peaceful about it, and resting in His promises for us. I want to see you Sunday. Love being with you as a church, and I hope you'll join us for Ruth chapter 2. God bless you.